Flies land on their head. They act like, it didn't happen. This is sort of a Midwestern thing. Joy is from Pittsburgh, which is not Midwest, but is closer to it. She probably has this Midwest ethos. Only one vacation a year. You buy used cars. It's very Midwest. And there is nothing wrong with that, although I do acknowledge that I would tell you if a fly lands on your head, you should knock it off. The point being on this is there's nothing wrong with buying used cars. There is nothing wrong with putting away money. There is nothing wrong living below your means. Don't you want to be a player once in your life? Don't you want to take Darlene to a Ritz-Carlton once? Spend $8,000 at a roulette table? Don't you want to be a player once in your life? Do you always want to go out with the guys and,
well, I spent $4 on a baked potato and $7 on a pork chop and $3 for...
Don't you want to pick up the check once? Be a player? Like one time? Buy Darlene flowers, even if it's not her birthday? Just because? Add some lingerie? Don't you want to be a player once? Green Bay? Be a player. The Green Bay Packers have interest now in Will Fuller. I don't know if it'll work, but Green Bay has a history of living below their means and buying a used car. They get lucky at hell as quarterback with Favre and Aaron Rodgers, and they never really got those guys enough talent. Seattle's upgrading, the Niners upgrade, Baltimore upgrades, Philadelphia does, the Rams do. They roll the dice all the time. They take their wife to Ritz-Carlton. They buy new golf clubs they can't afford. They buy a new sports car occasionally. They buy flowers when it's not their wife's birthday. Green Bay, go for it. You butchered the second pick in the draft. You needed a wide receiver. Go get Will Fuller. I don't know if it'll work, but you owe it to Aaron Rodgers. He's 37 years old. He's broken his collarbone twice. And I'm watching all these other teams adding pieces and adding. Seattle adds a legitimate defensive lineman, and Baltimore's adding this, and the Niners want to add this. Don't be the guy that goes to Vegas and stays 3 blocks off the strip at Ellis Island. Go stay at Aria. Win. Be a player. Don't be the guy that counts your baked potato and your applesauce and then figures out exactly how much the tip is. Take the cheese head off. Just pick up the damn check. Just once in your life, buy a sports car. I'm not saying you should have 6. I'm not saying you should do it when you just had your 3rd kid and you're putting away money for college. But Green Bay can be so Midwestern, it's paralyzing. You're not going to get another Aaron Rodgers. You're not going to go from Favre to Rodgers to another legend. It's not happening. I guarantee it. You know how lucky you are to get Aaron after Favre? Do you know how lucky the Colts were to get Luck after Peyton Manning? That doesn't happen. You get John Elway, and then you're literally 25 years searching for it. You get Dan Marino, it's 25 years searching for it. New England's figured it out. Brady leaves. Let's get bad fast, reboot, and get the next guy. Go get Will Fuller. You're never going to get another Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. It's over. Nobody's that lucky. You're too good of a franchise to get a top 4 pick. And the sport is now so quarterback-driven. This is why New England's got to get up in the top 5 or 6 picks. With Aaron, you're never going to be that bad. Jordan Love, early reports, that's not working. Okay? So all I know is this. Tampa Bay is excellent, and then they added Gronk. And now they add AB. They're still adding pieces. They'll probably add another piece. They added Leonard Fournette. They didn't have to have Leonard Fournette. They don't need AB. They didn't have to have Gronk. They already had 2 good tight ends. They're adding pieces. They're going for it because they know Tom Brady is 43 years old. And Seattle's adding Carlos Dunlap yesterday. Why? Because Pete Carroll's 69. How long is he going to be around? And Russell Wilson's playing the best football of his life. He can't play like this for the next 4 years. Come on, man. I know the cheeseheads are cool. I know that Packer jersey makes you feel special. Just once buy a sports car you can't afford. Just one time go to Vegas and pick up the check. Little lingerie and flowers just because. Not because it's an anniversary, just because. Go get Will Fuller. And I don't even know if it's going to work, but you owe it to Aaron Rodgers. You owe it to yourself. You butchered the 2nd pick in the draft. You owe it to him, and you owe it to you to go for it. And if a fly lands on your head, swat the damn thing away. It looks ridiculous. All right, I've got a theory. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I've got bad vibes on Tua. And I love Tua.
It is spooky season.
Geico-ween.
Yep.
This is bad. I've never done this. This is bad. I had, first of all, my pool broke down in the middle of the night and started howling at 3:30 in the morning. I don't want to get into it. It is Geico-ween. My pool, the engine broke on it.
Howling?
I have no idea. 3:30 in the morning, I thought it was a garbage truck outside my house. My dogs are howling. My pool is howling. The whole place is haunted. I got bad vibes on Tua. Maybe that is what freaked me out, but I'll talk about it coming up next. Push yourself to the edge. Go beyond. Seek discomfort. No pain, no gain. All of this is true, of course, just not in your pants. Let's get real. Like comfortable. Like real comfortable. Tommy John underwear. Working hard to playing hard. When you start every morning in Tommy John underwear, you're that much more comfortable, so you can do everything a little better. Tommy John doesn't have customers. They have converts.